last convention the support and cooperation of all Nigerians towards the actualization of the convention that just ended. Inasmuch as there were a lot of rancor and there were attempts to impose, attempts to disrupt the process, where some of us who were frontline aspirants before the election were even manhandled by individuals and thugs hired by different persons. We want to thank God that finally a new leadership has emerged in NANS. We are going to turn a new leaf as our leadership is going to offer a new narratives. Because of the fact that we believe in what has happened in the past, and for the fact that we are convinced that there is need to make reference to the past. Permit me, Nigerian students, to dedicate my victory and name my secretariat, Comrade Donald Onukagu, Senate Presidential Secretariat. Comrade Donald Onukagu is one of my contemporaries in NANS, a former Senate President of the National Association of Nigerian Students, who died in active service to this great organization. And in view of my respect for him and his person, my secretariat shall be named after him for operational purposes and to ensure that we give Nigerian students the leadership that they deserve. I want to assure you all that an end has come to oppression on campuses. An end has come to the decadence infrastructurally on our campuses. An end has come to single-digit budgetary allocations on education in this country. We are faced with government, and we will engage government where necessary to ensure that we give education in Nigeria a new direction. I wish to state categorically that Nigeria is part of those who are co-signatories to the UNESCO Convention that states that education is a right and not a privilege. And because education is a right, that right we shall clamor for, that right we shall stand for, that right we shall defend. There shall be no more oppression of our unions on campuses by vice-chancellors, rectors, or provosts. There shall be no more intimidation of our students by lecturers. There shall be no more molestation of our students. National Association of Nigerian Students will cease to be partisan politically. We will play the role of the conscience to society. We will defend democracy. We will defend the freedom of speech. We will defend the independence of the judiciary and ensure that what should be done must be done. I want to reiterate the words of Mahatma Gandhi. He once says, and I quote, that whatever is right, and whatever is wrong, regardless of who is doing it. On the basis of that, we will make bold at every point to tell whoever is wrong that he is wrong or she is wrong, and whoever is right that he is right or she is right, to ensure that Nigeria moves from where Nigeria is today to where we want Nigeria to be. I want to thank you all because I believe that we shall have the cooperation that is required to move Nigeria to greater height. Aluta continua. Of all that transpired, they are aware of the attempt to have rigged the process, because for an accreditation that had 272 delegates, and after the election of convention chairman, it multiplied itself to 275 delegates. It tells you that there was somebody somewhere that was trying to upturn the outcome of the election. Okay, with this action is a leadership. I say it is a leadership because it is something that is not authentic that can be referred to as a faction. The National Association of Nigerian Students is an organization that should be manned and run by the students, not otherwise. And so anything done by non-students cannot be imposed on students. And so for me, there is no faction in NANS, because Nigerian students have decided where they want to be, and here is where they want to be. Thank you very much. State University, Kefi, a student of the Department of Plant Science and Biotechnology. I am a postgraduate student.
Yes, I'm
categorically that as we speak, this leadership, for no reason, is not going to be it's not going to be an appendage of any political party. And that is why in my presentation I said this is the end of partisanship in the student movement. There shall be no more partisanship, as the movement is meant to be the conscience of society. And the role of that conscience is what we will play henceforth, so as to ensure that the bourgeois or the political class stop incursing into the activities of students and other related unions.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight forever.
A luta
continua.
Victoria.
Assata.